Welcome to Monk and Search, the second problem in searching. Now let's fast forward to the problem itself. We've got an array right here of length n. Now we've got a few queries that follow. 0 followed by a number means that we've got to count how many elements in that array are greater than or equal to that number. So 0, 5 means we've got to count how many elements in this array are greater than or equal to 5. 1 followed by a number indicates that we've got to count the number of elements in the array that are greater than the number. So 1, 3 means we've got to count the number of elements in this array that are greater than 3, strictly greater than. And 0, 3 means all the elements in 1, 2, 3, 4 that are greater than or equal to 3. As we can see here, 0, 5 means all the elements that are greater than or equal to 5. There are no elements greater than or equal to 5. So our output is 0. 1, 3, all the elements that are greater than 3. That's only 4. So our output is 1. Finally, 0, 3, all the elements that are greater than or equal to 3. That's 3, 4. So our output is 2. So say our array is 2, 1, 5, 9. The first thing we're going to do is sort the array. So 2, 1, 5, 9, that becomes 1, 2, 5, 9. Now let's say our query is 0, 4. In other words, find all the elements that are greater than or equal to 4. A traditional binary search only figures out whether the element is present or not. If it is, it returns true. If it's not, it returns false. We're going to modify the binary search a little bit. Now, as we know, in binary searches, there's a starting index and there's an ending index. We'll call it last index. The starting index points to the beginning. The last index points to the end. And mid is Si plus Li by 2. That is 2. Now we can see that our key 4 is greater than 2. So naturally, it has to be in the later half of the array. That's why Si moves up by 1. At this point, we've got to ensure that we return this value, 5. That's because 4 is located here, and the value just greater than 4 is 5. So how do we do that? We're simply going to continue the binary search, and we're not going to return a value until Si and Li converge. The moment they converge, we know we've hit the first value that's greater than or equal to 4. Now at this point, mid is going to be 5. Since our key 4 is less than 5, we're going to move Li down by 1. Now that Si and Li have converged, our loop ends and we simply return that value. As we can see, the location of 5 is 2. So we return 2, but our final answer is going to be n minus that value, where n is the length of the array. In this case, the length is 4. So our answer will be 4 minus 2, which is 2. When we've got a query that's preceded by 1, let's say 1, 4, all we've got to do is make sure we search for 5 instead of 4. That's because all integers that are greater than 4 are greater than or equal to 5. We simply add the preceding number to the key before we search for it. Let's say this is our array, 2, 2, 2, 2. And we've got to search for, you guessed it, 2. So our key is 2. So let's say our query is 0, 2. According to our algorithm, we've got to return the first occurrence in order to get the correct answer. Traditional binary searches will simply return the middle element. Here I've marked Si and Li. This will be mid. We're not simply going to return mid value. We move Li here. Next, mid is going to be at this location. We move Li here. And now that Si and Li have converged, we simply return that index. That index is 0. So our result will be 4 minus 0, which is 4. And here's the code. Short, sweet, and only 27 lines. If you remove these 3, it'll be 24 actually. First, we add x to y. Why? If the input is 1, 5, then we have to search for every number greater than or equal to 6. If y is greater than the length of the array minus 1, That is, y is greater than the greatest number. The last element will have the greatest number since we're sorting it. So if y is greater than the greatest number, we print 0. If y is less than the least number, then every element is greater. So we print the entire array. Once we've eliminated these boundary conditions, we can start our search function. While si is less than li, we calculate mid. If mid is greater than or equal to the key, we move li to that location. Otherwise, we move si to mid plus 1. The moment they converge, we return li and we print n minus index. See if this works. Once we hit submit, every test case has been passed.